Hi artists, I'm going to do a demonstration on drawing hands. So we're going to do one hand that's facing forward or like this and one hand that's facing sideways. On the top of your paper, please write drawing hands. Okay, we're going to start with the major shapes. So I'm going to draw on one side of my paper just a rectangle and a line that's diagonal in the middle of the rectangle coming off of it. This is where the thumb will be. So it's all geometric shapes and lines at first. And then two lines down here, this will be the wrist, and another diagonal line underneath the rectangle. So it looks kind of like a robot just starting off. Now we're going to add a little bit of shape. So we're going to add a triangle above the rectangle. This will be like the top of the middle finger. And another triangle above the middle of the rectangle. We're going to draw a curved line connecting the underneath the rectangle to the other side, this line. This is going to be the line of the wrist. Okay, now we're going to add some fingers. So I'm going to draw the tops of the fingers first. So the top of the index finger will be here. Top of the middle finger is at the top of the triangle. Then we have the top of the ring finger, and at the end we have the top of the pinky finger. And we're going to add these lines connecting to this triangle here. So people have different shapes for their fingers. Some people have skinny fingers, some people have fatter fingers, so it's up to you how skinny or slender you want to make them. Again, we're just using straight lines to start with. And then the thumb is going to be this whole edge. And we're going to add a kind of curvier line. It's curved usually on this side. And then this line is going to become a little curvier too. So hands are definitely not geometric and straight. They have lots of curves and joints. Okay, now we're going to add a little bit of curves to all the fingers. So the thumb, the little curve here. So now we're really getting some definition on the hand. And the wrist has curves. Let's go up the pointer finger. So we're getting a little bit more rounded now. And I'm going to add some lines. These lines are where the joints bend. That really helps it look like a hand. Okay, and then around the middle finger. Index finger. Curve the top. And pinky. Now this side of the hand, we're going to curve it as well. So it curves in, and then we have the wrist. Now I'm going to add some more lines for where the joints are on the fingers. And there's a little line here, like under the pinky. Underneath all the fingers, there's some lines actually. And then in the palm, we always have different lines. People even have jobs like reading the lines in palms. So I'm going to add some lines across the palm. you could look at your own to draw what your palm lines look like. Okay, so we have our first hand. I feel like this rectangle is a little too long, so I'm going to make it a little shorter. Okay, and then we can erase some of the original geometric shapes that we used. So here we have our first hand. Again, I feel like it's a little too long, so I'm going to shorten this a little. Okay, so we have a hand just facing up.